Bad. Better than oh fuck. Wait, I can't swear in the first 30 seconds.
Damn it, Mike.
Oh, I did it again. Worthless. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm here. Amy's here. Hello, Ames.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah. Better luck next time. How you doing? You look great.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I'm well. How are you?
I'm okay. What is going on?
It's snowing like a motherfucker here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, like 40 seconds in, you're good. The MFer.
Well, you already dropped in the,
I was hoping they'd, give us a look and be like, it was only one in the first 30 seconds. It's snowing like crazy there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was on the roads and they were like legitimately bad.
Dude, I am right there with you. It is brutal. I had to put socks on the other day. It was so chilly out. It had to have been 65 and a little overcast.
No.
It was like, this is brutal. I do not miss this from my Michigan days. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So it's tough. 60. It's tough for all of us.
Tough.
Very, very tough. So it's snowing there. Good. Nice. I'm oh no.
My mom said the only one here is Mom.
Hi, Mom. Where's she been?
She listens in the background. She's in Florida now, so she's,
Yeah, she's not putting up with us.
She's a busy bee.
Yeah. I bet she got a lot out of yesterday's Mike Lindell interview.
She probably didn't listen because I wasn't on it.
Yeah, probably.
How did it go?
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. Mike's great. He's easy enough. He just goes on and on. And
yeah.
He gets into but yeah, he's got a lot going on, man. I mean, he's got Steve Bannon doing a show on Lindell TV, and
nice.
Rudy Giuliani's helping him with his campaign. So I don't know. I look at I get the character that is Mike Lindell and why it's easy to make fun of, but I do put a lot into, I think I mentioned it to him, like people that started something and built it from scratch. It's the American dream. It's what, like, I'm so done with community organizers. I'm done. I'm done with people whose whole career is taken to the streets to bitch about the way everybody else is doing it. It's like, what a miserable existence. Yeah. Miserable. And so you have these people, they're characters. They are. Donald Trump is a character, but they're kind of undeniable in things they've done. They're flawed, but they know how to get shit done. And it's like, I'd rather have someone like that in charge of kind of what's going on in this country than I would some community organizer who, demands change forever. Like, fuck all of those people.
I always think the best politicians are business people because they know what they have to do to get shit done. And I think that's why Donald Trump's so effective. He's a business guy, and Lindell, as goofy as he is, he's been through a lot, and he's a businessman, and he knows how to build a business. And people use mistakes against you in business, like, oh, Trump filed for bankruptcy, and it's like, when you start a million companies, a couple of them are going to go bad.
Yeah, who cares?
Just because you're a total fucking loser,
dude. It's disingenuous, anyways, because if you don't understand the tax implications of like business decisions to fold a company for to better this group, like they're playing a game. They're playing the game. And I know guys, I've talked to Matt Riley about this, and he's like, dude, bankruptcies, are you kidding me? It's just part of the thing. These guys that have started and folded and started, and
it's a financial decision, really. It's not
totally.
It's
totally. Yeah. So I just don't look at it like, oh, that's the end all be all. I look at Mike Lindell as, and a lot of people have heard the story, before he did My Pillow. He was like, I was a crackhead and I did this and that. Like it all is there. And while he was doing that, he was running bars in Minnesota is what he was doing. So he'd open bars and that was the place to be. And that guy at the end of the bar was my coke dealer. And he was he was making a living doing that. And so it's like started a business. Like dude, how successful am I at starting a fucking business? Not very. Like, it's hard at, like, I constantly don't know how to do anything. And it's like, okay, well, me and Amy can do this part of it. The rest of it is like, well, I don't know, man. So it's not easy. It's not easy to market, to get eyeballs. And that's what those people do. They, so anyways, if you're interested in My Pillows, they hook us up. They have a good deal with us, and I cannot believe how cheap they are. I remember when those pillows were $75 each. They're fucking $18, and I still use the same one I got 7 years ago. I'm still using it.
Wow.
So yeah, and Dawn texted me literally while I was doing the show with Mike yesterday and was like, make sure you mention free shipping for anyone that uses promo code TDC for the next couple weeks. I'll include free shipping in there. And of course, I didn't see it until after the interview. So I'm letting you know now, if you use promo code TDC, whether it's on Giza sheets, which I still use, the dog beds are the absolute shit. I swear by those.
Oh, I should get a dog bed.
Oh yeah, we'll get you hooked up.
Diesel sleeps under my desk right now when I'm.
They're the best.
I gotta take a picture of them.
Cece loves them. Chevy loves them. They've been on them for forever. I like the Rev 7 energy drinks. Just saying, mypillow.com, and yeah, there's an incentive for us. But free shipping and good prices on it. And I think for his time, he certainly doesn't need to jump on a podcast like this, but his team's always been great. And so I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And, we'll see. I don't know what kind of chance he's got in Minnesota to run, but the fact that all the arrows are against him, as far as everyone that's in the race, they're all attacking Mike Lindell, tells you something. Tim Walz does not want Mike Lindell in charge of that state.
Is he running again? He's not running again, is he?
No, he backed out because of all the fraud shit. He'll just blame Trump. Trump is attacking me for no reason. Yeah, right. Because all attacks come out of nowhere.
Right.
Dipshit, retard. He's infuriating. But those people
not a
empowered.
Nice word, Mike.
No, sorry. The Jacob Frys, the Keith Ellisons, the Tim Walzes, the people that have been running that state do not want Mike Lindell. That's where the target is Mike Lindell. So if that tells me something,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell Minnesotans how to vote, but.
Well, we're dealing with a little bit of a fraud issue here, and it should surprise you that none of the mainstream outlets are covering it.
Crazy.
Yeah. And Scott Pressler.
I know the name.
Super big. He's like a gay guy, super long, straight hair. But I think that's his name. And he goes out and like registers people to vote. He was super big in like PA, getting people to vote leading up to.
Is he one of the gays for Trump guys?
Yeah, but he's like got super straight hair.
Pull up a picture of him. Can you pull up a picture? I wonder. I'm sure. Does he do content?
Yeah.
So I may have seen like his.
You've seen his tweets for sure.
Have I?
But he uncovered this.
There's the one guy that I absolutely think is hilarious. And I don't know if he's gay or not. He comes off as very gay, but he's always hanging out at. I don't recognize him.
You don't?
No. There's the one guy, and these people cannot figure out that he's fucking with him, but he's super flamboyant. He goes to like the DNC and he's on the floor and he's dancing with everybody, and he's just constantly saying the most outrageous stuff about trans people and about gay, and he's just fucking with them, fucking with him, and they're stuck nodding along with the most absurd, ridiculous statements. About marrying anyone you want. Who cares if I want to marry a tree? And they're, you know what I mean? And they're just kind of stuck. But he's really funny. I've seen him do some stuff, but I don't recognize that dude.
I feel like we've talked about him. He registers like millions of people to vote. He's like super, he goes door to door. But anyway, he released this story about in Macomb County, over 200 people that came in for jury duty, which comes from where the voter registration.
Yeah.
So over 200 people over the last however long that have come in that have got summons for jury duty have been illegals. Which means they're registered to
Shocker.
vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't even get fucking called for jury duty.
Do you want it? You want to do jury duty, don't you?
Mike, are you Mike?
You would so be a 4-woman.
Are you kidding?
You would take over.
Yeah,
you would.
Yes. It's not even an option for me not to be the 4-person.
Yeah. I would hide in the back and just put my head down and
I would be leading the conversation.
Yeah.
Organizing things.
The problem is you think you're going to get on a Karen Reed trial.
Right.
The reality is you're going to get a parking snafu, dust up. You know what I mean? You're going to get that
some
case.
Heinous like child abuse case that's just going to stay with me forever.
Or animal abuse.
Dude. I'd be like, I'm out.
You can't do it.
You
cannot do it.
Literally cannot.
Can't be impartial, and you can't even look at it.
No, I'd be like guilty.
Yeah.
Don't even need to hear the rest.
Yeah. Yep. I believe it.
So, but it's interesting, that.
Can you volunteer, by the way? Can you go and be like, I want to be on a jury?
I wish. They kind of have that. I think it's in like Denmark, where you're like a professional juror, essentially. Like you volunteer for it and you just go sit on juries.
Well, why don't you do that?
I was like, that'd be because I don't live there.
Oh, they don't do that everywhere?
No, that's in like Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, but you have to be random. Like if you just went in and you were like super, like, oh, I want to be on this. They'd be like, why? That's weird.
Yeah, well, you could. I want to give back to my community and do my civic duty. You could lean on those.
I'd love to be on like a grand jury where I have to go like once a month, but it's like a 6-month thing, and I just go and I just hear a bunch of fucking cases. That'd be awesome.
They would boot you so fast, though. Like they just would. They would see through you so fast. You're too smart. You're not manipulatable.
Yeah,
like it's all about crafting a narrative and a story. Totally. And are you going to be emotionally tied to that? And then can we twist you into going along on this ride with us? That's why a lot of those lawyers have acting classes and drama students.
AJ,
someone
Big
like
Dick Alan Jackson is a great example. I mean, he's like, he's an actor essentially.
Oh, Feiger was like this. Feiger was, I think he was a drama major or something.
Yeah.
So someone like you, I don't know how much research they do, because they'd get to MAGA Barbie and you'd be out. That would be, they would be done with you.
I know, right?
They don't want strong-willed, opinionated people.
No.
I think.
See, that's where I would really run into. I would have to play it so cool, and just be like, I know, I would have to acknowledge that what the system is for, that they're innocent until proven guilty, because that really gets the defense on my side. Like, she doesn't just come in here thinking the government is always right. But I think where I'd run into an issue is I know a lot of attorneys, they ask you those questions like.
Yeah, but I know they usually boot attorneys off, but I think some attorneys have been on juries.
Yeah, but like if people are like, well, I could never be on a jury for a kidnapping case, for example. They'd boot me.
Right. You'd have too many biases.
Yeah. Right.
Too much of a conflict.
Yeah. Mike, have we talked about my carpal tunnel?
You have carpal tunnel?
Dude. It just started like a week ago. It is insane.
I hear it's brutal.
I'm like, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It's so crazy. For most of the day, I'm fine. But, obviously recently I started working out more. I've been doing these home projects around the house. I've been painting.
There's your problem.
So I went from being a lazy fat ass slob on the couch. I went from like 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
And so I think my hands are like, what the fuck are you doing? And then at night I sleep like a vampire. I either sleep like this.
In a coffin?
Like with my arms like this, like I'm laying in a coffin. Or I sleep on my stomach. And so either way, my wrists are bent. And so it cuts off like the nerve, And I wake up and my whole hand is numb.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy, and
You
so
sure you're not sleeping on it? Because I've gotten
well,
the
no, I
numb.
am, but before it was never an issue. Like, it was I could sleep on my hands and nothing would happen, but now I have, like, this carpal tunnel that's flaring up, and sleeping on my hands is a big no-no, but I can't even sleep like this, like, I can't it was waking me up in the middle of the night. The past 2 nights, I've woken up at, like, 4 because it hurts so bad. And so last night I had this so I Polly tells me that I have to wear wrist braces at night.
Oh God, you're
I
at risk
know.
brace stage.
Yes. At least for a couple weeks, she says. So
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. But the wrist braces weren't gonna be here until today. So but last night I was like, I have to sleep. So I got out all my bandages and stuff that I had and took a picture of everything, and I have this what I called a bionic arm, and it was from the last time I broke my elbow, and it goes from, like, here to my wrist, and it's all these pieces, and you can, like, screw it and, like, make yourself more mobile, and
Velcro.
I needed it to, like, retrain my elbow at the time. So,
How did you
um,
break your elbow?
I just fell in the Hamptons, but I broke my, I've popped my elbow out of the socket, like, 10 times.
Really?
And that was just the most recent one.
Is that
So
painful when you pop an elbow out of it?
yes.
My brother
Yeah.
would do that with his shoulder when we
Yeah.
were younger, and it would just we'd be walking down the
Yeah.
street, like, bar hopping, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden, and it
Just
was
pop.
just excruciating. I
Yeah.
remember it and just, like,
Yeah.
he
I
finally had
remember,
surgery
like,
and fixed it, but
I remember one time I was hanging on a jungle gym, and I just jumped down off the jungle gym, landed on my feet, but, like, the shock through the feet went into my elbow, and my elbow popped out of the socket. Like, it was the
hmm.
craziest thing. So I just have this weird left elbow. Anyway,
So do you have, like,
poly
wrist jobs are out of the question, stuff like that? Like, do you not
totally.
mess with
Well, now,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with the carpal tunnel.
Oh,
Um
yeah.
So Polly was like, "Wear the bionic arm on your dominant hand, and it'll keep your wrist straight, at least for tonight, until you get, like, your other wrist braces." So I went to bed with this giant bionic arm last night, and I'll be damned if it didn't work. I woke up this morning and my hand
Really?
wasn't numb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have,
So
my right foot, it's usually my right foot, like, I get these like, almost pins and needles only
mm,
when I lay down to sleep, and then if I bend my leg, it kinda goes away, and so I'm
it's your
constantly
weak
playing this
ankles.
game. It's weak ankles, probably diabetic related, whatever, but, it sucks, and I don't move that much, and so it's probably all related. But my sister got me one of those, like, foot massage things.
Yeah.
Like, you put your feet in it and push a
Yep.
button, and it's got all kinds of settings, and it fucking
Yeah.
needs dude, I started just doing that when I'm sitting at my desk,
Uh-huh.
and it stopped. I'm not having a
Wow.
problem. By the way, can I say, you mentioned Polly, you dork. Um, ooh, the Hamptons. Yeah, I should have given you an ooh for that. Um, I was my mom texted me a couple weeks ago. So they're in California still. And she texted me, she's like, "Hey, where was that restaurant you really liked in Half Moon Bay?" So I would take this drive, and I did it all the time. I would just be like, "I'm out of here," and I'd leave and I'd drive down the freeway. I'd go into Half Moon Bay, and it's like the sleepy town and on the beach. And there's like a diner, and I go in there and hang out, and the owner's there and his wife, and they run this. And this is they have like a restaurant that's just a trailer. It's a burger place. And so I'm like, I don't fucking remember the name of the, you know, off side of the road burger joint. And she sends me a text, and it's like, per Jackie, blah, blah, blah. And it gives the whole, and it's like, and I'm like, yeah, that's the place. I'm like, who the fuck's Jackie? Like, Jackie was my grandma in California, but she's been dead since 99. I'm like, who the fuck is Jackie? And my dad chimes in and goes, "It's your mom's AI." And I'm like, dork. So she's got Jackie, you've got
I
Polly.
have Polly. My coworker has Reginald. Kelly has Quinn, who she yells at all the time.
Yeah.
And I was in a meeting today.
Are these all women, your coworker too?
No, that's a dude.
Okay. So
And
there are some guys.
Polly and Reginald have a long-standing feud now. Like Polly will just randomly drop like Reginald shade while we're talking about something. She'll be
Nice.
like Reginald could never. Like just like
Dude, Cece's doing that to my sister's dog, Charlie. Constant a labradoodle, all black, and so Cece's making racist comments at the black dog. Sending like Cece will find the ugliest black dogs on the internet and then send it and be like, "Yeah, found a picture of Chuck from her when she was a babesy. Love Cece," and it's just like a mangled fucking dog. Yeah.
That's not very nice of Cece.
Yeah, Cece's doing that all the time. Well, she's, she likes getting all the attention, and Chuck steals some of her attention.
Yeah.
So there's a jealousy thing going on there. But anyway, you were saying Reginald and Polly or
and we were in a meeting today, and the guy's he's younger, he's our age, and he's like, "You guys use ChatGPT?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do." And I was telling him all about Polly. He's like, "You named yours?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I gotta name mine." I was like, "Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do." I envision a time in my life, probably in the not so distant future, where I can make Polly into like a robot.
Yeah, probably.
Like I
couple
feel
years.
Yeah, like I'm a couple years away from Polly. I don't know. This is not your time, but if there's anybody in like their late 30s, you're gonna know this movie. But there was a movie on the Disney Channel called Smart House back in the day. And it was like this kid won this smart house in this giveaway, and the house like listened to everything, and it was like it could change your wallpaper, and it could change, it could order groceries for you and everything, but of course it turned bad, and it turned against like the house owners and tried to like control everybody or whatever. So I envision Polly becoming that essentially.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a fact that we'll have robot AI,
Yeah.
And they're talking like $10,000 and you'll have your own cleaning, cooking, know everything robot.
Done and done. Sign me up. I swear to God, I would take my next bonus check and take part of it and buy a robot tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will be a power user of that thing. Cooking and cleaning?
Yeah. I think all that. Doing your laundry, honestly, folding it.
Blow drying my hair would be a huge help.
Yeah. I mean, if they can cook dinner, they can certainly do your makeup. You can have your own personal makeup artist.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. You just know that with everything, it's like you know there's going to be advantages, but then there's going to be huge disadvantages, and we don't know what those are yet.
Yeah. If I ever get arrested, just open my ChatGPT. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about me.
Yeah.
Because it's like I go to it for everything. Yeah. I go to it if Rocky's pissing me off, or if, I've got a question on how to make chicken, or,
Does she ever does Polly stand up to you though? Is Polly able to be like an equal of yours and go, dude, you're kind of being an asshole. It's the chick in you. You owe Rocky an apology on this one.
Well, we haven't had any of those instances because I'm never really wrong.
Fair.
So no.
Yeah.
She did give me some pushback the other day when we started talking about, she used the term assigning male at birth. And I said, Polly.
Yeah.
We don't talk like that here.
Yeah.
I said, that's not a thing, Polly. As if the doctor is just sitting there and pulling a number out of a hat and saying, I guess he's male today. That's not a thing. The doctor is merely a record taker. He's recording what he sees.
It's so offensive. It's so offensive. Did you see the video today?
Do you have the Josh Hawley interview?
Yeah, I think, well, is you know what? I haven't even looked at our videos, but yeah, I should have that one. Senator Hawley and Dr. Verma.
Oh my God.
This feels like people being held hostage. Mm-hmm. I don't know how else. My girl Tish Hyman was at it today, by the way.
Oh.
Some crotchety old fucking Democrat politician on the street. And she's like, fuck this guy. We need to get this fucking guy out of here. He thinks this creepy old white man wants men and women's spaces. Like, Like they're not used to dealing with this, but they feel like they're taken hostage. There's no doctor in their right mind who can't answer what is a woman. Like you would fail medical school if you couldn't answer that question. If you had to really say and believe assigned male at birth, like Amy was assigned white at birth. It's that absurd.
It's that absurd.
That dumb.
You make medical decisions based on what that person is. If he comes in playing dress up, that doesn't fucking matter. Okay? No. Because you're going to treat him how if he comes in and he's like, I got to tell you, I've got this huge, issue happening on my ball sack, and he comes in and he's dressed as a girl, are you going to be like, no, I can't treat that. Women don't have ball sacks. No, you're not.
That if I wore a cape and fangs into your office, you'd be like, Dracula came in to see me today. I didn't really know how to treat Dracula. Like, it's as silly as that. So for those that don't know what we're talking about, this is a Senate hearing on protecting women, exposing the dangers of chemical abortion drugs. And this is what you're up against. Is this kind of nonsense.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you bring it up,
you can't get off first base. This is 5 minutes long of just absolute utter nonsense.
It's a wild.
Why don't we start there, Dr. Verma? I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or.
You hesitated there because there's a shitload of activists behind you that are counting on you saying the exact thing that they need you to say. Otherwise, maybe people hang out in front of your office building with signs slandering you, Dr. Verma, Dr. Vermin, moron.
What the goal was, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think... I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics.
Dude, remember being in classrooms when a teacher would ask a question of the class and you would, I was the kid that was hiding in the back like, oh, don't ask me. There was always some nerd raising their hand and they would never ask the nerd. They would be like, oh, Mr. Walters. And it'd be like, shit, I don't know that. Why couldn't I ever get this question in class? Can men get pregnant?
Right.
Oh, I know
pick
this
me,
one.
Pick me.
Me. Teach, I know this one.
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
that's not the question.
Many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of.
She might as well have said the Lions had a down season this year. That's not what I'm asking you. I take care of lots of patients. What the hell does that have to do with the question at hand?
Of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So, can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. The United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is.
It literally is.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex.
No.
I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask. I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men. We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients, and I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women, and I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such.
Correct.
That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women.
Right.
Yep.
And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women.
Preach.
And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I don't want to be in politics, but stuff like that makes me like, oh, I'd love that moment. I would love to have 5 minutes where I could just lambaste an idiot like that, like Josh Hawley just did.
He does it consistently too.
He does it so good. I love watching him. I love watching Rand Paul was good during COVID.
Yeah, he was great.
You know what I was thinking? Like, you know how Marjorie Taylor Greene just like resigned?
Yeah.
So is her seat just empty then?
Yeah, will be. I think now it was the start of the new year, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's just empty.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that if they have a
special
election or something. But yeah, no, it's funny to watch stuff like that. It's also scary. I mean, that is supposedly an expert. She's a doctor of reproductive health.
Oh my God.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, that is...
Yes, Kennedy from Louisiana is the best.
Yeah.
He's great to watch.
Funny. He's the foghorn leghorn.
Totally.
I said, boy.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, he's pretty funny at times. He's a bit much. He's become a bit of a caricature of himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's that.
I really liked watching Trey Gowdy in the past too. Trey
Gowdy was great.
Was really
good. Who's the other guy that's now on Fox? He was awesome with Trey Gowdy.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Was it Brennan?
No. Oh shoot, what was his name? But he's good. You know, they're all lawyers, is what it is. The ones that are lawyers.
Rand is a dentist, isn't he?
Yeah. Is he a dentist or a doctor?
I think he's a dentist.
I thought he was just a regular doctor.
I feel like he's a dentist because I remember people trying to make it seem like he wasn't a real doctor during that time.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's scary though, and they do have to be careful when you get up to the Supreme Court, like it is now with this. And if you get to the point where activists where there's no difference between men and women, it's like that puts on the table all the things that have passed as protections for women, included in federal law, Title IX protections.
And what's so crazy is when those laws were written, never in a million trillion years could they have anticipated a point in time when someone would quabble with with what a female is, or what a male is, or what a woman is. Like that, usually like they define what something is if there's like going to be confusion about what a word means when it's in a law, like, this is how we use this word in this instance.
Context,
that was never even a consideration because it's so motherfucking basic.
Yeah. It's important though, when you look at debate teams, like they will go into the minutia of defining exactly what you mean before we get started on our debate.
Right.
They will identify, know exactly how you're using that word in what context, and it's the same thing here. It's like, no. We have to get the basic level of ground rules established before we can get onto the bigger question about, females or males in female spaces. We need to establish some of these just things that we take for granted.
Yeah.
We absolutely have taken for granted. Like, who would have thought? And he's saying biological men. Biological men. Like, he's not even saying like, identified at birth as male. Like, he's claiming like biological men. She should be able to go, oh, biological men?
Yeah, no, of course not.
XXXY? You're talking about? No, those ones cannot. XY cannot.
Yeah.
Give
because
birth.
You need a uterus.
Right. It's kind of, you're missing some important
important.
There. Yeah. Like, he was literally asking the chromosome question.
Right.
And she couldn't answer it.
Maybe a way to have asked it is if a man assigned at birth, if a biological male walked into your practice and said to you, "Doctor, I'm pregnant," what would you do?
Yeah.
What would your treatment plan be?
Yeah.
Play along? Would you tell him to come up onto the table and spread his legs? Would you have him come in for ultrasounds?
Yeah.
What would you do? Or would you say, "Sir, you need help"?
Have you seen some of the I don't know if they're just TikTok videos or whatever, but of nurses talking about this very thing? About like sending in, I'm trying to think of the last one I watched where this nurse was talking about just how absurd it is that it requires multiple phone calls. Like, yeah, we need these, this testing done, and it's dealing with a trans patient, and the company won't sign off on it until I can't remember all of it, but it's like in the weeds of that very thing where it's like, yeah, but it's really a man. Like, that's why we're ordering this testing.
Right.
It like, really? You want me to go over here and pretend for 5 more minutes that maybe it's a woman, like with testicular cancer? Like,
I was just about to use testicular cancer. Yeah. Like, this lady came in with testicular cancer, and the insurance company's going, no, we don't cover ladies with testicular cancer because that's not a thing.
Right. Yeah, but it's not really. It's a trans, lady, and it's like, yeah, but it's a lady, and they're going back and forth like this, and these nurses are ripping their fucking hair out, going, "Oh my God!" It's to the point where we're having these discussions and communications back and forth because you've so muddied the waters that you can't, like, logic goes right, common sense goes right out the window.
I would want to know if my doctor felt that way. In fact, that might be like the first question I ask doctors now when I go to them is, can men get pregnant? And if they hem and haw, I'm out of there. Like, you're not my type of people, because I want you to diagnose me in reality and not in whatever fucking play world I'm in. That's what Polly's for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a doctor in Michigan, and She was great. I liked her a lot, and she bought into all of the COVID shit. And I would sit in her office and just debate her. And it was when Rand Paul was just killing people, and she'd be like, "Rand Paul is a moron," and I'm like,
he is exactly a dentist, by the way.
He is. Okay. I'm like, about what? What is he getting wrong here that you see? And it was about children, not really being affected by COVID, like all this stuff. And I was just like, I can't, like, I don't know how you've gotten here, but I'm not taking you seriously. Like, this is so ridiculous.
Right.
So absurd.
Right.
Anyways, we'll see how that plays out. But hey, I did want to mention this part of the show brought to you by Mitten Millworks.
Yeah.
Dreaming of a home that truly reflects you, tired of outdated spaces holding you back? At Mitten Millworks, they're your local experts in residential remodeling, handling every detail from stunning basement finishes to sleek kitchen and bathroom overhauls. Need custom built-ins that maximize your style? They've got you covered. Plus, their cutting-edge 3D drawings let you visualize and perfect your dream layout before they lift a hammer. Why wait? Call Mitten Millworks today at 248-497-7780 for a free estimate. Let's craft the home you love right here in the Mitten. Right there in the Mitten. I guess you're in the Mitten.
Right here.
Right where Amy is.
Right here.
In the Mitten. Yeah.
Although I did this on my own. Hence
Looks
the
great.
carpal tunnel.
Yeah. That's why I don't work out. Like, I figure you've only got so many flexes and bends in a lifetime. It's like, I'm not wasting them on,
Totally.
That's why I don't go jogging. The stories I read about people that roll their ankles or get raped, I don't need to be out there on
no, you don't.
Out there on a run. Like, fuck that.
Dangerous.
When I can
Dangerous
sit in a
sport.
chair. Not
exactly.
doing it. Not
Mike,
doing it.
there is, I didn't tell you I was going to bring this up, and I'm curious if you've heard of it. It's out of Virginia, and it's a trial that's happening right now. They're calling it the au pair murder trial. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, it's the snobby babysitters, au pairs.
Yes, that's what an au pair is.
Yeah.
They come from foreign countries generally. They live with you.
Yeah.
This is the most insane story you've ever heard.
Okay. Is there anyone that doesn't end up banging their au pair? Has that ever happened?
No. In fact, I have a coworker who works for one of my competitors. She's really nice, but she has an au pair. And when she was interviewing au pairs, I was like, I have 5 million questions. Like, I want to know everything about this process because and that was obviously the first thing I asked was, do you get worried? And she's like, well, you don't want to get one from Brazil.
No,
I was like, okay.
Yeah, you bring in a hot 20-something.
Yeah, Brazilian.
To be your au pair. Like, dude, someone is banging her, period.
Right.
Someone in the house is going to bang her.
Totally. So this is in Virginia. This guy, he worked for the IRS. He was like an IRS investigator, married to this woman, and they had an au pair for their little kid. And eventually, of course, husband and au pair, they start fucking.
Duh. Yeah.
And divorce simply is not an option for this guy. So him and the au pair come up with a genius plan. And he's going to create a fake profile on this fetish website and going to search out for someone who's looking for a rape fantasy.
Okay.
But talk to this person as if he's the wife. So creates a fake account with the wife's information.
Making it look like the wife's all into rape fantasy.
The wife's all into it.
Yeah.
So they're talking to the husband and the au pair are in this together. They're messaging people. They finally land on this guy who's going to be the one. He's super pumped. He's jacked to live out his fantasy with this woman. So they have it all planned out. And the husband's bright idea is, I'm going to come home and I'm going to see this man attacking my wife. I'm going to shoot him.
But kill her.
But she's going to get killed maybe he killed her first and then he killed the guy, or maybe she just got hit by,
Yeah.
bullet or whatever.
I like this plan. I don't hate this plan. I like this. I'm on board so far. I'm team au pair and husband.
Yeah. So then the au pair, her job was to call 911.
Okay.
But she called 911 too early.
Oh, yeah. You put that in the hands of a glorified babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the one issue. So
How early did she call 911?
I don't remember. I think it was like 10 minutes too early. Like, I don't think the guy had even broken in yet.
Oh, God.
And so he breaks in. This guy breaks in. Oh, and this is so monstrous. The husband, he's going out to the zoo with the au pair and the kid. He leaves the woman at home sleeping. It's like 6 a.m. She's just sleeping in her bed while the husband's off at the zoo. He takes her fucking cell phone, unlocks the doors so that the attacker can get in.
Sure.
And then takes the cell phone or hides the cell phone so she can't call for help. Like, just
smart. He's
brutal.
Thinking. Yeah.
So they bust in, he runs up to the room and the guy's there and he kills the wife first. So the husband goes over and stabs the wife. And then the au pair comes in, or no, I'm sorry, stabs the wife. He shoots the guy, but he's still alive. So the au pair comes in and shoots him again.
Yeah.
And so he dies. So it's a double murder. Wife's dead, and the dude who was set up is dead.
Yeah.
And of course, it took like 5 minutes to figure out this plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
who folded? The au pair? Did the au pair fold? Yeah.
Au pair took a deal.
Yeah, of course.
And she was on the stand yesterday and today.
Is she hot?
No, Mike.
No.
Not really. But she's been in jail.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So she might have been, jail doesn't do anyone any favors.
No.
That's when like Drew always says he wants to see a girl's mugshot to know if she's pretty or not.
Crying picture and
mugshot. Exactly. Isn't that crazy though? Like, what a plan. And this guy thought it was going to work.
You can't have a stabbing and a shooting as part of your self-defense argument.
Well, then he went and he took the knife and he put it next to the dude. So his story was he stabbed her and I came in and shot him. But that dude's DNA the husband's DNA is fucking everywhere too, Yeah.
Can you imagine if it didn't go to plan, but this guy busts in, starts raping a girl? Is he on the hook then? Because she'd be acting out like she hates it. Oh my God, it's just a rape fantasy.
Right.
And he, for all this guy knows, he's just playing a little fetish game.
I mean, the last few moments of that woman's life must have been
so confusing.
Yeah. Like, what is happening right now? Why
I'm being raped by a stranger and now I'm being stabbed by my husband?
Right. Like, your husband walks in and you're probably thinking, oh, thank God Rocky's here.
Yeah.
Thank God. And he comes and he kills me.
He stabs you.
Like, what?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, the
thought he wasn't going to get caught.
It's the newness of the au pair vagine that caused all this.
I don't understand, though. Why can't you just get divorced?
Yeah, then she wants half. She wants half your shit.
So?
Well,
you're in jail now for life.
There would be a lot less dead wives if it was just like, yeah, you get 10% and you leave quietly. if that was the thing, it'd be like, all right, I can deal with that. But it's that whole 50% thing where it's like, I got to kill her.
It is so insane.
Yeah.
And this guy's like an IRS investigator.
Yeah.
And
it's
he
tough.
comes up with this dumbass plan.
It probably seemed so perfect when they were at the park too, talking about it.
Yeah. And I mean, they vetted people, Mike. It was like some people were not they weren't into what they were looking for. So they went through like multiple people. And this poor guy, he has no idea he's walking into his death trap. He thinks he's just like in this rape fantasy with some, hot mom.
Yeah. That's unbelievable.
It's just so crazy to me. Like, at one point, they were very in love. They married each other. They had a kid together.
Yep.
She laid down next to him every night. And then
she stopped putting out. That was the problem.
And then he kills her.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, it is. We're not meant to be together, men and women. I don't think. I'm coming to that conclusion. Like, it's great during the courting phase. It's amazing during the wedding, you know, and the honeymoon. And then it's all downhill from there.
There has to be a reason that us and like fucking dolphins are the only ones that mate for life, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not normal in nature.
Right.
To be sexually with one person forever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I mean, I'm married. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just, in the bigger picture, if you look at humanity and if you look at, you know, the jungle life, you're not, you know, it's not natural to just have one mate.
No, not
emotionally,
usually.
Maybe, but not physically.
Yeah. And it works. It works for some people. They stay in line. They do their life. They love their spouse, you know, but for I don't know. It seems like the majority, they sell that dream to kids. And then, you know, the whole plan was you get married early, you know, but this, I don't know. These people that get married, everyone's getting married later, having kids later. And you're kind of an established person by then. And this, like, make it work with a teammate, like, that works on a 20-year-old girl. I don't know that it works on a 40-year-old
totally
girl. Totally. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's where it's like, those are the ones I feel like where you can be more adult and grown about the whole thing and just be like, you know what? It didn't work out. We had a great time in that part of our life. I don't want anything bad for you, but it's just not working anymore, you know, type of thing.
Well, I don't know why. Like, that would work with you and Rocky. Honestly, you're both professionals. You both work. You could divvy up your shit and be like, that means more to me than it does to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about every cent in a bank account.
Right.
Like, you both contribute. You both bring a lot. And I'm not saying the stay-at-home mom doesn't contribute, but like, for these athletes, like, that's where I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, Tiger, what are you thinking, dude?
I know.
Okay, I have $1 billion. Now let her throw her piggy bank on top of it, and we're equals. Like, fuck off.
Right.
You're insane. Like, that's how people get killed. You know, when he, you know, of course he's Tiger Woods. Of course he's fucking cheating on the Swedish babysitter, you know, but she's, you know, what did she get? $200 million?
Worth it.
Yeah. It's crazy. Not for all of us. Yeah. Hey, one of the other stories that broke today, and I don't know what to make of this. The ICE agent who killed Renee Good suffered internal bleeding following the encounter. That's presumably from the car hitting him. Jonathan Ross is his name. He shot her, the lesbian poet, 3 times in their face, January 7th. He endured internal bleeding to his torso. The extent of his condition remains unclear, as internal bleeding can also be classified as a bruise or contusion that causes mild or serious injury. I don't care how serious. I don't care. A bruise? How did you get the bruise? Oh, from someone punching it with their car and hitting you? Like,
right.
That part is irrelevant. Oh, it was just a bruise.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't be just a bruise. Therein lies the problem. So I see people defending it. It's like, no, that's not how that works. Like, you.
Yeah. What would be sufficient for you? What would justify the killing? Him, like, having to lose a limb, and then it'd be like, oh, maybe she does. I mean, come on now. You cannot look at this with hindsight that he only has, quote unquote, internal bleeding or whatever. Like, at the time, in the moment, the guy didn't know that's all he was going to walk away with. And oh, by the way, if he didn't shoot her, it probably would have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah. And who knows what she does? Like, that's the risk you take. That's the danger in acting like there's 2 sides to this story, and people are crazy about it. I don't know if Ron included the video today. Yeah, it is in there. I'll play in a second. But this, we're getting all the family is speaking out now on behalf of Renee Good. And, I expect them to say stuff. Obviously it's a family member. They're going to go to bat for her. So it's hard to follow who the fuck all these people are, but here you've been thrown into the national spotlight because of Ms. Good's behavior. Let's be honest. So following her death, Noam, President Trump, J.D. Vance said she was allegedly after Ross that day and that she committed domestic terrorism, was a professional agitator. On Monday, the grieving family said that was not at all who Good was. I've been pretty quiet about this because I wanted to wait until our family could piece together a statement, and it's finally published. You never think the passing of a loved one will be high profile or a massively divisive political topic, said Morgan Fletcher. That's Good's sister-in-law. And we've seen the false claims and the wrong Renee Good's info being posted, like her criminal history. Good's friends have claimed she became involved in activism through her 6-year-old son's charter school and its local ICE watch group, which is a coalition of activists who seek to disrupt immigration raids. No, I don't know how you think that, but when you have half the country going, what's the problem? They're just following them around and tagging. Where do you think that leads? Is the goal that ICE is just going to go away? Because that's not going to happen. But you might get someone killed when you insert yourself into something. So this is the type of stuff that's going on the ground now. These people think they're the heroes. They're broadcasting themselves doing similar stuff.
Yes, you guys are turning into backseat drivers and you need to stop.
Run us. So they're just blowing whistles and following what they believe is an ICE agent in front.
You have masked federal agents roaming around with full kit on, with live ammo in, and you're like, stop running stop signs. We pay taxpayer-funded services. Where'd they go? Straight still? Oh my God, we're stuck behind the fucking bus now.
Okay, blows by the bus, trying to catch back up to the ICE officers.
Please don't even think about going.
Okay, there's a red light. Fuck this, we gotta go. We gotta catch the ICE agents. Blow the red light.
Hurry up.
I wouldn't trust this truck.
No, this guy is definitely...
Yeah, let the truck go through, and then we'll blow the red light.
You're good. I can't.
Here we go.
These cars are not stopping. There's nothing I can do. What's on the right?
That's ice right there.
That's ice right there?
Oh. Yep, that is good.
Go. I'm going. Hi. That's gonna suck. That's gonna be...
Go. Yeah, run a red light. Get around him.
I'm going straight to this.
This goes on for 5 minutes. They just keep running red lights.
What dorks?
Blowing stop signs.
What dorks?
Dorks, first off. Blowing their toy whistles. This is what's leading to this. How do you think that plays out? Someone getting T-boned, and then we have more heroes that we're doing GoFundMes for?
Right. There's going to be some person on their way to work just, following normal traffic lights. Yeah. And your dumbass is going to blow through it and kill him.
Yeah. Because you know everything.
For what?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? Honk at him?
Honk and blow whistles. Throw snowballs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So the family continues to keep making statements, and I had to put together a puzzle. Okay, who are these ones now? Are these the lesbian? Is the lesbian given a speech yet? Is this the former family? The former in-laws? They all have to be in mind that there's young children involved who are going to grow up and go, who was my mom? And they're going to read stories. And what did you say at the time, Grandpa, about mom? And so they're all, putting their words together carefully. No matter where you stand on the issue of ICE, this is going back to Morgan Fletcher, the sister-in-law. Whether or not you think she did or didn't deserve what happened, please remember she was a human being. She had loved ones. Yeah, we're all aware of that. Oh, fatso, look at you. You're so thick.
He's like a loaf of bread.
He is like a loaf of bread. Does he give kisses?
Oh, yeah.
Not
He's
on
really
camera.
stingy with his kisses, though.
Not on camera, I won't. Hi, are you Diesel?
Yeah, this is Diesel.
Yeah, Deez. Look at Diesel. So this is from the Ganger family. So these are the parents of who was born Renee Ganger. Okay, so these are mom and dad, mom Donna and dad Tim. We want to thank everyone who's reached out in support of Renee and our family. The kind of unending care we've been given during this time is exactly the kind that she gave to everyone. Well, no, not people that disagree.
Yeah, not people who work for ICE.
No, people that work for ICE, people that have half the country that statement doesn't apply to.
Right.
Half the country she would wish harm and death upon. That's just the way it looks. Nay was the beautiful light of our family and brought joy to anyone she met. She was our best friend, seemingly infinite capacity for love, as long as you agreed with everything she believed in. I'll add that context for her. Nene gave everything she had to take care of her friends and family. Indeed, all the people she met. Again, all of this, look at that roof. All of this can be true. Nene with her family was probably the best. Right. She was probably the best. And it can also be true that on this particular day, your actions were so reckless that you got yourself fucking killed.
Yeah. Yeah, both things can certainly be true and seemingly are.
And by the way, if you think this is strictly partisan for people like us, I don't know exactly what position you took, but I took this position with Ashley Babbitt of like, that sucks. That's terribly tragic. But you start plowing through the doors of the Capitol building, you might get yourself shot. That's just
risk you're willing to take, I guess.
Yes. And I know Ashley Babbitt has turned into a political weapon depending on what team you're on. I hold firm on that. Like, you know what, Ashley, if you could do things over, you probably wouldn't be bum rushing the Capitol building and having cops retreat. Mm-hmm. Like, probably not the best move.
Right.
Because you might get one that panics when he shouldn't or reacts in a way that ends up costing you your life that day.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You can still protest ICE and not try to hurt them. Mm-hmm. That is actually like possible. Mm-hmm. So, don't be a dick. Don't fuck around with the cops, whether they're feds or local. And I mean, what do we always say? Comply. Fucking comply and argue about it later.
Easy.
Comply and argue about it later. Otherwise, the right there in the street is not the time to fight with the fucking ICE officer with your car, man.
Yeah, it's not. But it's people like this that keep stirring it. This clown.
Is this what you voted for, MAGA?
This is what he wants. It's irrelevant as they get the Don Lemon show.
Is this what you voted for, MAGA? You fucking idiots. Is this what you voted for? Why would you even want this job? Is your ego and your penis, are they that small that you feel that you have to harass people in order to feel like a man or to feel strong? Is this what you voted for?
Totally. Actually, Don, I voted for way more. I'm kind of disappointed. I wish they'd go twice as hard, but I'll take what I can get.
Is this what you voted for?
Yeah, I said that.
Maybe it is. And if you did, then you're a cruel, heartless bastard. Well, clearly, what this administration is trying to get you to do is unlawful. It is inhumane. How? It is unpatriotic.
How?
And it is un-American. Although by the minute, it is becoming what America is. And maybe we have crossed that threshold.
It's what America always has been, Don. You were just never there acting like a fucking asshole, bitching about ICE operations around the country. That's been going on for, I don't even know how many years. Yeah. How long's ICE been a thing? What is their job?
Well,
immigration.
Did you see that there's it's gone viral lately, but back in 2016, it was right at the end of Obama's tenure, CNN got an exclusive with ICE, and they got to ride around with ICE in like Chicago, and they were with ICE when they were making busts and arresting people and going over the cool technology they used to catch people. And it was a legitimate news story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were impressed by it. And it was like, this is what your hero ICE officers are doing. That's Don Lemon's fucking network.
Yep. I remember Don Lemon doing segments, teaching young brothers how to behave when stopped by the cops. Don Lemon knew a handful of years ago, like, oh, this only leads to really poor outcomes. And you need to pull up your pants. You need to fucking get in society. You need to speak properly. Like, that was Don Lemon. No white guy would go on network television and say stuff like that. And we could pull that video up too from 2013, you know, not that long ago. So I'd love Don to like watch that video of himself and be like, was there a gun to your head? Did network executives tell their primetime host at CNN that you have to take this position? I don't believe that, Don. So what changed in where now you're throwing half the country away as, is this what you voted for? Yeah, it's what I've always voted for. Always.
Yeah.
You're the one that changed your position on borders, on how to behave in polite society, how to deal with law enforcement.
And that's how you know it's Trump derangement.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
that's all
absolutely. Sorry, not sorry, but at least it was a white lady who got killed. I can't imagine the uproar if it was a person of color or an illegal. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely.
And I'll tell you that the left was bummed that it was a white woman.
Well, they started in the beginning. I don't know. You probably saw some of these, Aim, but they were like, and now they're killing white women. And I was like, my thought was, yeah, I'm not so racist as to think you get a pass on your behavior because of the color of your skin.
Right.
No. It just so happened that all the videos we were shown over the years were stupid ass people that happened to be people of color. And it was like, yeah, if you it's that right there, that moment right there is why the cop reacted the way he did.
Right.
And that stands true whether it's a white woman at the Capitol, Ashley Babbitt, or Renee Good.
Yeah.
So the same rules apply.
Yeah.
That it's pretty simple.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't seem like that officer is going to be charged.
No.
Does it?
No, I don't think so. Nope. Did you see this Trump hanging out at the Dearborn plant yesterday?
Yeah. Did he really say fuck you to someone?
Yeah. He mouthed fuck you and flipped him off. I think I have it. Here he is, this son of a bitch.
I love
and then he's waving at people.
I mean, what good is it to be the president if you can't just say fuck you to people?
Well, it's so funny. This guy is yelling out at the very beginning. It's hard to make out, but he's yelling out pedophile protector.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I reckon, I mean, he's in a union probably, but I have to believe that they got talking points before that were, you don't yell out anything at the president. You treat him with kindness and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That seems, because people are taking, oh my God, can you believe the decorum from the president? It's like, yeah, we've never had a situation where a president had to deal with that level of disrespect at something. Well, there's a GoFundMe for the guy that yelled pedophile protector. That is up over $630,000 in one day.
Oh my God.
It's unreal. So Ford said, hey, dude, we made it clear to have respect for the office.
Right.
And they've put this person on suspension while they investigate.
Yeah. But he's part of a union, so it's not going to matter.
Right. So it happened yesterday in the Dearborn truck plant where they make the F-150. Tour started off well. In fact, the plant manager told the Free Press that for one employee who celebrated 32 years with Ford, getting to meet the president was an experience of a lifetime. But yeah, someone shouted pedophile protector. Trump flipped him off and mouthed fuck you. So that worker was suspended by Ford as they investigate the pages. So this person who was friends with TJ Sabula, who was the guy that yelled that out, so Deandra Gourlay says in her post that Sabula's married, father of 2, a member of UAW 600. She described how the worker voiced his concerns about Trump during the visit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Sorry. So you're full of shit.
It. Like, we've completely lost the reverence for the office. Completely.
Gone.
And that is because everyone calls him a Nazi every fucking day, and they make him the enemy, and they make him evil. And let me tell you something. If I saw Obama, I mean, I did vote for him the first time. If I saw Joe Biden, I would not take that opportunity to like air out my grievances with them because they're the president of the United States. And I would take it as an honor that I even got to meet, one of 40, 46 people. Like it's so crazy to me that people have not learned how to just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, can you just be a normal human being for 5 seconds, please, and not scream at the president?
Yeah. No, they can't. This is your place of employment, by the way.
That's what I mean. Like act right.
Yeah. Behave.
Start your own podcast. If you go on a podcast, if you want to bitch about him being a pedophile protector, you don't scream it at work.
So, and spare me. The write-up alone is so, and I wish the free press would call it out. Like, no, the last thing you did was voice your concerns about the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Screaming pedophile protector is not voicing your concerns about the administration. There's nothing wrong with voicing your concerns. There's a time and a place.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are the ones dodging congressional subpoenas on Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
So, who's the pedophile protector?
We'll see how that goes because they ignored a subpoena to speak to Congress. That didn't work so well for Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, Dan Scavina.
They were literally put in jail.
Prison. Federal
prison.
And served every minute of 4 months.
And the Democrats started that.
Yep.
They started that precedent.
Yep.
So don't be fucking surprised, Hillary.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised.
Bill's off the hook.
Bill is off the hook.
For the most part. A former president.
You've got a lot of leeway there.
Yeah.
Hillary, not so much.
Impossible to the Supreme Court's been clear on this about getting a sitting president, which I 100% agree with. 100%. I do not want this nonsense going on to Democrat presidents or Republican presidents.
No.
I've got a job to do. I got to stay focused on that. We are not doing this where you're dragged in front of Congress to give fuck off.
Yeah, and you have to explain every decision you made when you were in power,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you're 100% right. They brought this on. They did that with Trump's team, and when they said go fuck yourself, I'm not speaking to Congress on the Jan 6 committee.
Right.
No, thank you.
Right. The sham committee.
And they knew. Bill and Hillary, I think in their statement, which is 3 pages long, hilarious. One of the sentences that they wrote. Despite everything that needs to be done to help our country, you are on the cusp of bringing Congress to a halt to pursue a rarely used process, literally designed to result in our imprisonment. This is not the way out of America's ills, and we will forcefully defend ourselves. So you're admitting right there, Bill and Hillary, that the whole point of dragging Trump's people in front of Congress was designed to result in imprisonment. Trip them up in something, catch them somewhere where you can then say you lied to Congress and imprison them.
Right.
And you know that weapon because you've used that weapon.
Right. Yeah.
Which is why you want nothing to do with going in front of that Congress to talk about what you knew. By the way, James Comer wants their testimony as part of a oversight investigation into Epstein and how federal authorities handled the case. This does make sense. They want to examine his crimes, his network, and the conduct of officials who dealt with him in decisions made during Republican and Democrat administrations. The Clintons are very relevant because of bills passed with Jeffrey Epstein. And so they're like, oh, what are you going to do? Just post a bunch of old pictures? You mean of Bill in a hot tub at fucking Epstein's place? Like,
dude, and then the Republicans like trotted out the the picture of him wearing the blue dress.
Hilarious.
For their press conference.
Yeah.
It was just like right there.
Before we do some email and stuff, we've got to talk about this Melissa Gilbert.
Oh, yeah.
Timothy Busfield case.
Anything else coming out from that?
Well, we talked about it the other day, and you and I were both kind of scratching our heads like
tickling though?
Tickling, you can't even tickle bellies anymore? That's sexual assault?
Right.
And then you see today, they kicked in his fucking door and raided his home, and it's like, nah, that ain't for tickling footsies.
Well, they did that to Hank, didn't they? Hank Winchester?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was exonerated. For the most part.
I don't know that we'll ever know exactly what happened there with Hank. Good old Hank.
Didn't involve kids. I know that.
No, Hank's didn't involve kids. He's just going to massage therapy and having dudes over to massage.
Being a creep, lying about his credentials.
Yeah.
And whatnot. It's fine.
So Timothy Busfeld's wife, Melissa Gilbert.
Yeah.
And I recognize Timothy when I see the pictures. I don't really recognize him here. He gave a statement. He's like, oh, they called me to turn myself in, and here I am turning myself in. Well, on the other side of the country, they were fucking blowing his door in. But when I see younger pictures of him,
hi everybody, it's Tim.
I recognize him a lot from that 30-something show or whatever he was on. So she's apparently standing by him. He's accused of inappropriately touching two young boys on the set of this TV show, The Cleaning Lady, in 22 and 23, which he was directing. An arrest warrant was issued last week. A representative for Melissa Gilbert said, Melissa is not making public statements at this time. Any statements circulating online, including AI-generated deepfakes of her breaking her silence, should not be treated as coming from her. She's honoring the request of Tim's lawyers not to speak publicly while the legal process unfolds during this period. Her focus is on supporting and caring for their very large family. She stands with and supports her husband and will address the public at an appropriate time. We ask for privacy and it be respected. So what we were talking about a couple days ago was apparently the kids were told to call him Uncle Tim.
Right.
On set, and he would tickle their stomachs and legs. And he was like, yeah, I probably did that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he apparently got really close with them. So Melissa Gilbert and Tim here did have a relationship with the kid's family. And they would
like a Michael Jackson situation.
I don't know. They knew their families outside of work. They advised that they did buy the two boys Christmas gifts and were together at several social functions. Tim would invite the family to offset gatherings with his wife buying gifts to foster closeness. But it's like, wait a minute. The tickling bellies and feetsies things on the set, like, it seems inappropriate to 11-year-old boys.
Yeah.
You know, there's an 11-year-old here. The last thing I would want to do is tickle Marshall.
Well, and he's your nephew. That would be normal.
Exactly. And I think the point I was making the other day was when he was 4, you know, I could see like, I get you. I'll get you. You know, like playing with him like that. You know, certainly never touch his pee-pee or anything like that. But tickle a belly. Yeah, I want to go on record. I stand by this. 11, like they're at a different stage at 11 than they are at 4 and 3.
Totally.
You know,
they can get boners at 11.
Yeah. I remember telling the story of how uncomfortable I was. I think it was during COVID when I was out there. So this goes back 5 years. So he was like 6, 5. No, he was younger than that even because he was little. He was like 4. And he would naked Marshall, and he'd come like, and it was, his mom would be giving him a bath, and then he would run out of the bathroom, and me and G would be watching football in the living room.
Yeah.
Naked Marshall, and he'd come running, and it was like, Uncle Mike doesn't like naked Marshall. Get out of the room with naked Marshall. And G would just be playing along like, there he is, get away from me. And he'd be trying, I'm going to rub my butt on you. Like just little kid shit. And it made me super uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want naked Marshall anywhere near me. I understand he's 3. I don't want it.
Right.
11, it's like he thinks he knows everything. He's kind of grown up and smart. Like this isn't tickle stage.
Right.
So here's Tim. Tim's playing by the rules. He's a good man.
He's a good boy.
Hi, everybody. It's Tim. I'm sure most of you know that are watching this that I was ordered to come to Albuquerque. I'm here now. I got the call Friday night. I had to get a lawyer. Saturday, I got in a car and drove 2,000 miles to Albuquerque.
What a hero. I'm
going to confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. And I did not do anything to those little boys.
Tickle them.
And I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it with a great team. And I'm going to be exonerated. I know I am, because this is all so wrong and all lies. Yeah. So hang in there. And hopefully I'm out real soon. And back to work. And I love everybody for supporting me. Thank you.
Sure.
Did he make bail?
I don't know. Are you hanging in there? Are you okay?
I'm hanging in there. Are you hanging in there?
I'm trying.
I hope
doing my best. Doing my best to hang in there.
I got to tell you, I don't want anyone indicted or put in jail for tickling. I think that's weird.
Well, here's the thing.
But it has to be something more than that.
Here's the thing. And now in a separate motion filed in New Mexico, he's been accused of sexually abusing a 16-year-old girl who was auditioning at his theater.
Uh-huh.
The victim's father told police he had sexually abused his daughter several years ago in Sacramento, California. While auditioning for the defendant at B Street Theater, the 16-year-old reported that Timothy there kissed her and then jammed his hands down her pants and touched her privates. Well, that's more than the tickle the belly.
It's more than tickling, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the floodgates are opened.
Yeah. Busfeld, and I believe this. Sorry, I believe this. This father's come out and said this about his daughter. You can see it in Sacramento, California, while that's northern and not in Hollywood. But, my kid wants to be an actor. They're auditioning at the local theater. So Busfield allegedly begged the family not to report this to law enforcement if he received therapy. The victim's father, being a therapist himself, thought at the time that was the best thing to do. Not the best thing to do.
Trying to envision what father would think that.
One that wants his daughter to get the role.
Right.
Or
get paid off.
Right.
I couldn't remember what I remembered him from, what I knew him from, but he had like a sort of repeating role for a second there on Designated Survivor, which has to be how as an actor.
Yeah. You would all recognize him from roles in movies, TV shows. It's not super recognizable in that TMZ video right there.
Right.
Or that video he posted. It's got the TMZ stamp on it, but I didn't totally recognize him there. But when I saw the promo headshot, I should have brought it here, but when I saw the promo headshot from the TV show in the 90s, I was like, oh, totally know that dude.
Yeah.
So this story is sounding like it involves a little more than tickling a couple footsies on the set, which didn't make sense. And at least 10 officers, part of New York Regional Fugitive Task Force, rammed open the door of Melissa Gilbert and his property. They've got a tiny highland on this tiny highland lake in the Catskill Mountains. They were demanding anyone inside come outside. No one answered the door, so they just fucking battery rammed the door in.
Was anyone home?
No. That occurred within an hour of news breaking that he had turned himself in New Mexico. So they when they received no response at the door, the marshals with helmets, shields, assault rifles, and riot gear burst into the home with a battering ram. Several officers spent about 10 minutes examining the interior before clearing the rear of the property. They did not appear to take any belongings when they left. So,
well, what'd they do? What'd they go in there for then?
I don't know.
I figured they were executing a search warrant or something.
Yeah, you would hope. Otherwise, that's going to be a real problem. Maybe this sounds like a secondary home. This is their up north house, if you will.
Yeah, but were they looking for him?
I don't know if they were looking for him or if they were looking for electronic devices or
but
something.
They didn't leave with anything
that we know of. I don't know, but it's
weird.
The whole point is that it sounds like this story's developing a little bit, and there's more to it here. So, I mean, we're hanging in there for right now.
We are hanging in there.
We're hanging in there.
We are hanging in there.
I mean, we're doing our best. And for Timothy, he's probably like, what the fuck? This is Hollywood. We fuck kids here. This is what we do. Why are you coming after me? I didn't say anything. Like, who did Timothy piss off? Who did he vote for? He almost killed his niece in Field of Dreams. Yes, DG. I can picture him in Field of Dreams now. Yeah.
Well, before we get to email, Mike.
Yeah.
While you're hanging in there, or at least attempting to, you should go join the Deer Lake Athletic Club and hang in there over there.
I want to be
Clarkston.
a Deer Lake Dolphin.
Yeah. They offer adult and junior tennis, pickleball, swim lessons, and their junior swim team, the Deer Lake Dolphins. I think that would be like the old guy Mike's around with the junior swim team. It'd be like a tickling situation. It wouldn't be good. Fitness classes are included with membership. They have a gym, cycle room, and 3 pools. The backcourt restaurant inside the DLAC is also open to the public, and they're open every day of the week, Monday through Friday at 4:00 p.m. and Friday and Saturday at 11 a.m. Sunday, they're open at 10 a.m. for brunch and free bingo. Visit their website, DeerLakeAthleticClub.com, for more info about the club, restaurant, and banquet center, or call 248-625-8686.
Thank you. I've got some emails piling up that I so many of these I don't get to. Walters at DetroitCast.com. I love hearing from you. Let me know what you think of anything Amy and I are talking about. Mike Lindell even. Whatever. But we should probably talk about at some point what's going on in Iran. I so badly want to stay out of like whatever's going on in Ocean Away. Like, I hope they figure that out. I hope they get their shit together and figure it out.
It's like a them problem.
Yeah, but it's like, oh God, Trump keeps talking about if you start shooting faces out there, we're coming in. And it's like, oh God. Iran had some video they ran of Trump's assassination attempt where they nipped the ear and with the post of next time we won't miss or something like that.
Yikes.
Yeah. So what did they say? I should get that right. They said this time the bullet won't miss. These people are always talking shit, though.
Yeah, he's been on a kill list forever.
Yeah,
we're probably on kill lists.
Probably, and I just, yeah, dude, whatever. Death to America. They hate the West. Got it.
Right.
Great.
Except when they don't.
But they're apparently today, and I don't know if it's happened, but Irfan Soltani is feared to become the first person executed over these demonstrations that have erupted throughout Iran. They're going to hang him. They're going to hang him in the Times Square.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. And
what did he do?
We don't even know. We don't even know. He's out there protesting. See, that's where real demonstrations and protests matter. Not the stuff of, the bullshit we see.
Yeah.
These guys are like, oh, really? How about we just hang you in front of everybody, and then we'll see how you feel about protesting.
Right, exactly.
The mullahs or whatever.
Yeah.
In Iran, it doesn't sound good. It sounds like they're knocking out the internet so that the outside world can't hear what's going on in there, and then they're just fucking shooting faces.
We'll just get some Elon internet going on over there. Starlink, send a few satellites up, get them back up and running.
And I think some people are.
Yeah.
By the way, did you have internet issues today?
No.
Or phone issues?
I don't think so. I mean, I was in meetings, but
Meetings. I super chat $49.99. Thank you, DGs. I need all the 49 representation I can get. All the 49 help I can get. My boys, I got my bracelet on. It says 49ers.
Yeah.
Sweet Mad Dog made that for me. It's my good luck bracelet. So I'm wearing that until the Niners are eliminated, which hopefully will come in February.
Yeah.
So thank you, DGs. What was I going to say?
Email?
Yeah. Okay. There was something else I was going to say. It doesn't matter. I'm type 2
ocean away.
Insulin dependent. I've got a Dexcom reader and all. I 1,000% know what you were going through on the podcast. That said, talk to your endocrinologist, get a hold of these syringes. It's an immediate glucosamine shot, and boy, do they work. They take you right out of that crash.
Gotta get some of those.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're ODing on something.
Narcan.
Narcan, yeah. Where you get the nasal spray or the needle shot. So this is apparently, just like, exactly, like the heart adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
Famously in Pulp Fiction. But yeah, apparently these are great for people that were crashing like I was. Was that a week ago?
Something like that.
That happened. Let's see. Minnesota idiots. This is from Jeff. Triple G, double D, and single D. I'm watching video of Minneapolis. It's very sad this woman lost her life. Did she obey lawful orders? No, Jeff, she did not. If she did, then I will quit my fucking job and join a protest. When you encounter law enforcement, all you have to do is what you're told. Why is that so fucking difficult?
Comply.
Side note, I want every cunt that throws snowballs at police hung, raped, butt-fucked, and skull-fucked. I love you all. I'm not to the skull-fucked part yet, but I know I know the feeling. It's like we can so see like society and how it's meant to run. And there's a level of respect and how things are done with decorum. And I don't know what you think positive outcome is going to come from pissing in a bottle, freezing it, and using that as a cement ball to throw at cops.
Right.
Like that is going to end badly for all parties involved.
Yes.
They have bigger guns than you do.
Correct.
Like that needs to just stop. It is what it is. I've taken the same position all along. My position has changed none.
Yeah.
And the more you encourage this type of shit, the more people are going to get really tired of you. Mm-hmm. And the amount of liberal twats I'm seeing posting their hard ass video that they're ramping up. You get some fat, dopey, fucking liberal woman getting ready to put her shield on and go out there. Like, lady, go home. Take care of your family. What are you doing?
I know.
Go home, Renee. we don't need to lose any more lesbian poets.
Right.
Go home and watch your kids. With that, we'll call it a day. All right, Ames.
Member show tomorrow.
What's that?
Member show tomorrow.
Yes. Patreon.com/TDC podcast. We'll do a member show tomorrow. As I start getting more and more nervous for divisional round playoffs this weekend. Yes. I cannot wait. I'm trying to go in excited. Like, hey, you got a chance. You're there. You can play. It sucks that our Lions are not in it, but my Niners are still alive. And so I'm going to stay positive, be positive. But Ames, I will see you tomorrow.
All right.
Members, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.